When men fall, they can fall hard, and they tend to make sure you know it. But sometimes men also pretend to fall, or they give mixed signals and you think they're falling for you. There's the guy who will pour on the affection because he wants something, and the guy who gets a thrill from making women fall for him. Other men might accidentally give you the wrong idea because they like spending time around you. But as a friend, how do you discern when a man has real feelings and is really falling for you? The following 10 signs will clue you in. Seeing a few of these signs could indicate that he's a good guy or sees you as a friend. But if you see 5 or more, it's much more likely he's falling for you. If you see these signs in a relationship, that's even better. But a word of caution, men can show their feelings differently. So if he's not doing most of these, that doesn't mean that he doesn't have feelings for you. And he might be doing some of these because he knows they work on women. So take a bird's eye view of the situation, taking into consideration how many of these signs you see and how you feel in general about his feelings towards you. Looking at your situation with these 10 signs in mind will give you a much clearer idea of his true feelings toward you. 1. The look of love when a man is falling for you. He'll look at you a certain way. It'll melt your heart and make you feel like you're the only woman in the world. It might be hard to see yourself, but your friends will either see it. My friend Katie wasn't sure how Michael felt about her, but once I saw him watching her, with big puppy eyes, I knew he was smitten. When falling for a woman, men will maintain eye contact longer. They'll want to share lingering looks, and you'll catch them looking at you when they think you're not paying attention. Now, men might be able to fake this look to win you over. But if you see this sign with several other signs, it's more of a sure thing. This spills over into other things too. He might have a special pet name for you and share inside jokes. 2. He only has eyes for you. You might have experienced the opposite of this, where a man will check out other women while on a date with you. Some men try to be sneaky about it. Others don't seem to care if you notice. A man that is falling for you, however, will make sure to give you his full attention, even when it could be wandering. Of course, some men are just respectful and won't look at other women, even if they aren't falling for you. That's why you always want to look for several of these signs. But a man who's falling for you will also give an indication that he's not seeing other women and will want to focus on you. He won't talk about other women or text others while he's with you, and you'll definitely notice him appreciating how you look. He'll give you that look, the one we talked about in the first sign, and he'll compliment how you look too. And usually, a man who's falling in love with you will want to talk about being exclusive, so he knows you're off the market as well. 3. He goes out of his way to do favors for you. Many men are doers, meaning that they show their feelings through actions. A man that's falling for you might drive several hours to get something for you, or he might bring you something that you mentioned liking. He'll bring you soup when you're sick and find other ways of doing favors for you. Men are more likely to show love with acts of service than words and cuddles. Although a man falling in love usually likes those too, he'll also do things to make your life easier, like fixing something for you, taking care of something that's hard for you to do, or running an errand for you. You'll notice that he wants you to feel pampered and spoiled, and he wants things to be easier for you. This is a big sign because a man who's faking it to get something from you won't want to do these kinds of things for you. A faker will pour on compliments and tell you how good you look, but he won't bring you soup and tissue when you're sick or go pick up groceries for you. Now, a man who sees you as a friend will do nice things to help you out, but you can usually tell the difference because he won't show up with some little treat that you mentioned once. A man who's falling for you will do random acts of service and want to make your day brighter. 4. He shares his interests and activities with you. A man interested in only one thing will not want to share his life with you. A man who is falling for you, on the other hand, will want to tell you all about his interests, hobbies, friends, and life. He'll want to learn about your interests too and share experiences together. A man who is playing the field won't talk as much about the rest of his life. Instead, he'll be more secretive. This is another big sign. Sure, people usually talk and share quite a bit on the first few dates. But does he continue to tell you about his activities? When he's falling for you, he'll want you to be his go-to person. He'll want to share about his day, what happened, and what it means to him. Basically, he'll want to keep you up to date. If he's falling, he'll invite you to join some of his activities, meet his friends and family, and get involved in his life. Men might do this with a female friend, but if you're dating and he wants you involved in his life, it's a pretty clear sign he's falling for you. 5. He values your input now when your man is sharing with you. Does he ask your opinion? That's a big part of sharing, like we just discussed in sign number 4. He might tell you about what's going on at work and ask if you think that means they're considering him for a promotion, or if it looks like trouble ahead. He'll share with you wanting support and feedback. Men don't run their problems past people and ask for input unless they respect and trust that person. If a man is falling for you and thinking about a long-term relationship, he'll want you to know what's going on in his life. And he'll want to know what you think about it. Male friends might do this, but they tend to talk to other guys about most life things. Men don't. Do this with women if they're after a fling or just the thrill of the chase. A man who's interested in you or dating you, who values your thoughts on what's going on in his life, is very into you. 6. He contacts you first through romantic comedy. He's just not that into you, has many insights into men. It's a bit harsh, but we learn if he's not calling you, it's because he doesn't want to talk to you. It's not because he's being held hostage or sent on a secret mission. If a man only talks to you when you text first, it's a bad sign. If a man is falling for you, he'll call and text. He'll also want to spend time with you and stretch out goodbyes on the phone, texting, and in person. This is another sign that's pretty clear. If he's falling for you, he'll have to talk to you every day unless it's a super busy day or there's a very good reason for it. When men fall big time, they want to check in with you and make sure that you're thinking about them. That's because when a man falls in love, he wants to make sure he's your number one guy and that no one else can steal you away. 7. He wants you to meet his family. If a man is serious about a woman and thinking about the future, he'll definitely be thinking about how you'll get along with his family. Clue number 1 here. Does he talk about his family and friends? In the early stages, he'll tell you about the other people in his life. And as things get more serious, he'll want you to meet them. It's a pretty big indicator if you've been seeing each other for a while and he doesn't want you introduce you to the important people in his life. Now, in some cases, there might be reasons why he feels that wouldn't be good. Maybe he's not that proud of his family, or he has kids and wants to take things slow in that respect. But you can tell when your relationship has reached the point that you should have met his family, or you know why you haven't. And let's be real, at some point, even if he's taking it slow, you should meet his children or family. A man who is falling for you will want to introduce you to people he cares about. 8. He shows concern when you have a problem. He wants to solve it. He wants you to be happy and comfortable with different situations. He'll want to hear about your life and things you're dealing with and help you when he can. That makes him feel like he's a part of your life, and that's a huge sign that he's falling for you. If a man is falling, he'll be protective towards you. Don't take this to mean he sees you as weaker. It's just when you love someone and want them in your life, you want to keep them safe. 9. He brings up the future. A man in love with you will ask about your future plans and want to be a part of them. He'll think of your first for concerts, a plus to event, and social gatherings. He'll ask what you think about life and what your dreams are. Someone who is faking or not really interested in sharing a future might talk about taking you somewhere, but it never goes further than talking. If he's falling, he'll want to check if you're on the same page as him for a future. We and us. That brings me to the last sign. 10 he uses we more than IIFA man is hanging out with you, thinking it's a fun thing or no strings attached or to consenting adults. He might talk about doing things together or even talk about this life with you, but he won't use we that often. A man who is falling in love with talk about we and think of you as a couple. In fact, a man.